In this video, you will see what is the top 10 must-have units in Anime Reborn Update 1. Every units in this video are all obtainable. I do want to know, what do you think is the best unit in Anime Reborn Update 1? Remember to subscribe and like, and with that being said, in no particular order, the first must-have unit is Yuno Gasi Manic. Yuno Gasi is one of the newest Battle Pass Tier 25 unit, and she became the best bleed in this new Anime Reborn Update 1. Yuno Gasi Manic stats a max upgrade and max level R, 4500 damage with her SPA at 5.69 seconds, making her damage per second at 790.86, which is insanely strong, especially with her insane passives. Yuno Gasi Manic first passive, Precise Blows, with each attack applies Scar, which is a bleed status for 5 ticks. Yuno Gasi Manic's second passive, Pinpoint Strikes. She will deal 35% more damage to enemies under Scar status effect. How to get Yuno Gasi Manic is from completing the new Rocket Battle Pass, and you must complete 25 tiers to obtain her. Okay, next unit is Greybeard Sea Emperor. Whitebeard is still one of the best hybrid unit with his awesome passives, and he will become full AoE at later upgrades. Greybeard Sea Emperor stats a max upgrade and max level R, 3220 damage with his SPA at 6.39 seconds, making his damage per second at 503.91, which is extremely strong, especially he becomes a full AoE at later upgrades with awesome passives. Greybeard Sea Emperor first passive, Strongest Man Alive. Greybeard's damage will increase by 1% with each wave up to 20%. Greybeard Sea Emperor's second passive, Tremor. After each 30 eliminations, the next attack will stun the enemies. Alright, next unit is Dragon Emperor Hybrid. Kaido is still one of the strongest hybrid unit, especially he is hybrid on placement with an insane stats, passive, and ability at later upgrades in this new Anime Reborn Update 1. Dragon Emperor Hybrid stats a max upgrade and max level R, 8880 damage with his SPA at 7.38 seconds, making his damage per second at 1203.25, which is extremely good, especially he becomes a full AoE at later upgrades. Dragon Emperor Hybrid first passive, Sea Emperor. His damage and range will increase by 0.5% each wave up to 5%, and his SPA will lessen by 0.5% each wave up to 5%. Dragon Emperor Hybrid's second passive, Dragon's Will, reduces other units' special ability cooldown by 15%. At later upgrades, Dragon Emperor Hybrid will get an ability which will be able to attack every enemy in his range, and it is not a global cooldown, which is extremely good. How to get Dragon Emperor is by defeating the Act 3 Legend Stage, Fujishima Island, and he is a 0.75% chance to get, so I wish everyone good luck if you're going to be trying to get him. Yeah. Alright, next unit is Delta Brothers Core. Gamma is one of the newest secret unit you can obtain, and he became one of the strongest secret with this insane nuke ability and stats at later upgrades in this new Anime Reborn Update 1. Delta Brothers Core stats a max upgrade and level 32 are 4140 damage with his SPA at 7.78 seconds, making his damage per second at 532.13, which is extremely strong, especially at later upgrades. Delta will get a special ability, Delta Force Core Breaker. When activated, it will nuke the whole entire map, and it isn't a world cooldown, making Miracle the best straight for Delta, and not only that, it boosts his stats. Delta Brother Core's first passive, Delta 1, after every 10 hits, the Delta Brothers SPA will decrease by 5% up to 20%. Delta's second passive, Delta 2, after every 20 hits, the Delta Brothers damage increases by 5% up to 30% buff. How to get Delta Brothers is from the Dragon Capsule, and good luck if you're going to be trying to get him. Alright, next unit is Super Goku Powered. Goku is still one of the best heal units with his great multi-hit, which will be great against shield enemies. Super Goku Powered stats a max upgrade and max level R, 3910 damage with his SPA at 6.82 seconds, making his damage per second at 573.31, which is great, especially he has a good AoE. Super Goku powered passive overflowing power 2. Each attack against enemy in his range increases his damage by 1% up to 25%. Okay, next one is Lord Rimuru. Rimuru is one of the rarest secret unit you can obtain, and he is still one of the greatest secret unit, especially with his insane passives and ability at later upgrades. Lord Rimuru's stats are max upgrade and max level R, 9070 damage with his SPA at 5.88 seconds, making his damage per second at 1542.51, which is extremely good, especially when you activate his ability. You'll be able to damage everyone in his range. Lord Rimuru's first passive, Soul Absorption, he gains 1% damage each 5 eliminations, up to 12% boost. Lord Rimuru's second passive, Demon Lord, his SPA lessens by 1% each wave up to 7% and increases his damage by 2.5% for each special ability use, up to 25% boost. Wow. Okay, next one is Itachi. Itachi is still the best burn unit with this insane passive and great damage in this new Anime Reborn Update 1. Itachi stats are max upgrade and max level R, 4460 damage with its SPA at 7.37 seconds, making his damage per second at 605.15, which is insanely good, especially with his insane passive, and at later upgrades he becomes a hybrid unit which will be able to attack both air and ground enemies. Itachi's passive, Burning Carnage 2, he will apply Dark Flame into enemies, burning by 12.5% of his damage per tick for 4 ticks. Damn. Alright, next thing is Piccolo Yellow Full Power. Piccolo is one of the newest mythical unit added in this new Anime Reborn Update 1, and he became one of the strongest ground unit with his insane stats at later upgrades. Piccolo Yellow Full Power stats at max upgrade and level 39 are 3650 damage with his SPA at 5.48 seconds, making his damage per second at 666.05, which is extremely good, especially he becomes full AoE at later upgrades. Piccolo's first passive, Pure Power, after eliminating for 40 enemies, his power awakens, giving him a 35% damage increase and 25% range increase, which will last for 45 seconds and have a cooldown of 45 seconds. Piccolo's second passive, Shared Misery, the first 5 units within Piccolo's range gets a 15% more boss damage, which is incredibly overpowered. How to get Piccolo Yellow Full Power is by opening the newest Dragon Capsule, which you can obtain by converting tickets for Dragon Capsule, and good luck to everyone who is grinding for Piccolo Yellow Full Power. Okay, next unit is Mihawk Ice Warlord. Mihawk is still the strongest unit against bosses, especially with his amazing passive and damage at later upgrades. Mihawk Ice Warlord stats a max upgrade and max level R, 3310 damage with his SPA at 4.52 seconds, making his damage per second at 732.30, which is insanely strong with this insane passive. Mihawk Ice passive Warlord 2, he will deal 250% more damage against bosses, which is currently the best boss killer unit in Anime Reborn Update 1. Alright, next one is Broly Rage. Broly is still one of the best hybrid mythical unit with his insane stats, and he is hybrid on placement. Broly Rage's stats are max upgrade and max Valar, 3990 damage with his SPA at 8.06 seconds, making his damage per second at 496.15, which is insanely good, especially he becomes fully AoE at later upgrades with great passives. Broly Rage's first passive, Legendary Rage, he will gain 1% range each attack up to 20%. Broly Rage's second passive, Legendary Wrath, his damage will increase by 1% each attack up to 50%. Okay, next unit is Goku Beast. Goku Beast is one of the newest exclusive unit added, and he became an insanely strong unit with his insane stats and passives, and he is hybrid on placement in this new Anime Reborn Update 1. Gohan Beast stats are max upgrade and max Valar, 8,750 damage with his SPA at 4.57 seconds, making his damage per second at 1,814.66, which is extremely strong because of his insane passives. Gohan Beast first passive Limitless Fury 2. Goku's attack power increases by 5% with each enemy defeated up to 100%. The boost resets each wave, but once max, grants an extra 25% boost damage with the rest of the game. Gohan Beast's second passive, Pure Endurance, he will be immune to stuns. Alright, next unit is Pain Chibaku. Pain is still one of the best support unit with his great passives, and he will be able to hit both air and ground enemies on placement in Anime Reborn. Pain Chibaku stats a max upgrade and max LR, 3,370 damage with his SPA at 7.71 seconds, making his damage per second at 437.09, which is considered bad, but he has an incredible passive. Pain Chibaku passive Gravity Force 2, he will be able to stun enemies on every 4th attack, which is an extremely good support passive. Finally, the last unit is 21 Demon. Android 21 is the strongest heal unit with their overpower passive and damage at later upgrades. 21 Demon stats a max upgrade and max LR, 3,620 damage with her SPA at 5.9 seconds, making her damage per second at 613.55, which is extremely good, especially with her insane passive and AoE. 21 Demon's first passive, Natural Vision. 21 will get a 20% more range on placement. 21 Demon's second passive, Together We Shine. The first 10 units within 21's range gets a 15% more range, which is an extremely good for support buff passive. Yo! How to get 21 Demon is from the West City Legend Stage 2, where there is a 0.75% chance getting her, so good luck to everyone who is grinding for her. That was everything for this video on the top 10 must-have units in Anime Reborn Update 1. I hope this video helped you in some sort of way. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!